Okay, you picked this film. I watched it.
Yeah.
I was not overly impressed. What did you think?
I wasn't impressed either. I actually kind of hated it. I saw, we were talking about what are we doing next, what movie, and I was just kind of quick looking at like what's popular, and I saw that Netflix, like the day we talked about it, this had just came out, and everyone was saying it's the #1 rom-com on Netflix. So I was like, let's do it. I love rom-coms.
You are a rom-com guy.
I
You're
love
a guy
rom-coms. I love a good rom-com.
you like to hit the donut shop.
I like to laugh. I like
Sure.
romance. I don't mind crying.
Yeah, there's
a little
nobody
bit
I like
here
more
and
than
there.
Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, she's a female comedian. Her movies are
Oh,
just
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah,
Melissa
yeah,
McCarthy,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I'm ready for that.
Yeah. And
I want to
this-
see
this
high-speed comedy.
Did not deliver.
No jokes.
So when I watched this, I didn't laugh once.
No.
I didn't laugh not one time. I maybe smirked a little bit here and there, but I didn't find it funny at all. Did you find it?
No.
Any moments funny?
No, and I really want that. I mean, I want the comedy more than the romance.
Yeah.
Like I said, like a Melissa McCarthy, like physical comedy and sight gags and, clever ideas. But
and even the romance was just so corny. Nothing felt authentic to me. And that's what's important in a rom-com, right? It's got to feel real. You got to feel the real attraction between these two people.
And you got to love them too.
You got to love them too. There's got to be a reason to love them. Nothing drew me in this story. Nothing drew me in. It's about a girl. Her parents are splitting up. She's on her way to a wedding, her dad's wedding. She's flying back to the States, right? And
She's flying to England, to London.
I'm sorry, she's flying to London from the
Right.
States, but he's flying to his mom's funeral.
Right.
And they meet on the plane, and it's love at first sight. She needs a charger. He helps her out. Do you feel this movie, this script, realistic? Do you think it's relatable to most people? To me, it felt like a Disney movie made for teens.
Right. Very much so.
Yeah, like they're both supposed to play 21-year-olds. Dude looks
Nobody
like he's like
over
30.
21 would relate to this because by the time you're 25, you've been through enough that you'd be like, forget it. I'm moving on. I don't have time
Yeah,
for this.
it's kind of like that innocent,
But
innocence to love.
The script was good. The story was good. Maybe you're the film school guy. Maybe it was just, I'm not saying the actors weren't good. They did their parts, but there was some element of sincerity that was missing.
Yeah, I just feel like there was no...
It was very flat.
There was no development. There was no struggle for them. They kept finding each other so easily.
Right.
There was no struggle for them.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I didn't think it was a great movie. I'm not saying nobody should watch it. Somebody might really like it.
Yeah, like my nieces or...
Right. Yeah, right. Somebody in high school.
Yeah, in high school, yeah. People with bad taste in movies.
It's interesting because you and I are talking about this, but when I saw this movie, I said, is it me? Like, why am I not sort of getting it?
Yeah.
It's the #1 thing, right?
Yeah.
It's somebody's...
Well, actually, let's not talk about the end.
Yeah, you don't want the spoiler alert.
Yeah. There's not much of a spoiler. The movie sucks.
Well, I really don't want to say that. I'm not qualified to say that because it's not my genre. I'm not the comfort food guy. Since I'm talking about food, I'm not a foodie. I eat to live. I don't live to eat. But there are people who live to eat. And they want to eat something that is delicious for some reason that I don't even know. Another good example for me like that is wine. To me, it all tastes like lighter fluid.
Okay.
So there are people that are real experts with this.
Yes.
So for them to say, what did you think of the wine? You're asking the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Tasted like lighter fluid.
I don't even think that's an appropriate name for this movie. It was kind of...
I didn't think of that. That's an interesting... Right, like what would... Okay, because I liked the script.
Dude, I'm not even a fan of the script.
Yeah, I mean, the ideas were good, but they just... There was either a lack of authenticity or a lack of warmth. There was some kind of like spiritual element that was missing.
Yeah.
That made me just watch it very two-dimensionally. I never at any point that I like... anything like it was like whatever for an hour and a half, and it was like, so that's it. It's like, I'm gonna make a corn dog. I need comfort food. That's what I need now. Okay, so we rate these, and as I was saying, I'm not qualified to rate this. There were things I liked. The movie, I wasn't angry. I didn't feel like they owed me something or anything. I mean, I was a movie.
Fortunately, it was only an hour and a half, so...
5 is if you're 50-50, so I'm going to rate this a 4.
I'm going to agree with you on the 4. I'm going to agree with you on the 4.
What's your rationale?
It didn't touch me. Like you said earlier, like I was just like, okay, whatever. Like, what time is it? Who's texting me? Okay, whatever. Like, I didn't care. I didn't care about the characters.
Yeah, I just was.
I cared about the mom and the dad more than anything. And
Right.
they
Yeah,
weren't
his mom and dad.
Yeah, and they weren't even the main characters. So.
Right. Yeah. So 50-50 is a 5. It was
Yeah.
a bump. It
Yeah.
was a bump less than
It was a
that.
bump.
So-
All right, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you guys think about this movie. If you're going to watch it, what we should review next. Let us know if you believe in love at first sight, because we had no love at first sight for this film. Catch you guys at the next one, The Real Generation Gap.